Hello everyone, and welcome to Move, your 30-day yoga journey. I'm Adriene and this is Sweet Benji, and we are so glad you're here. I mean, I think I can speak for him, but I am so glad that you are here. You made it. This is the spot to be. The hardest part is showing up. So hop into something comfy for day one. All right, and here we are. Come on down to the ground. We're gonna begin in a nice, comfortable seat. You can sit up on a little pillow, blanket, towel, block if you like, to lift the hips. We're looking to find length in the spine here, so nothing too crazy, but you might find right away that it feels really easy to slip into this comfortable seat, or that it feels kind of challenging already. And just know that whatever you're landing here with is good. It's all good. The most important thing is that we show up. And so here we are. Take your time getting settled in. Just any little small movements that feel good. Because as you're ready, I'm going to invite all of us to come to stillness. Just do your best to sit up nice and tall. And you can allow your hands here to start just to rest gently on the knees or the thighs. And we're just gonna take a little bit of a like slow moment here, a still moment before we get moving, to notice what it feels like to show up for ourselves, to be here today. Thank you so much for saying yes to this journey and for your commitment to showing up for yourself. Start to gently notice your breath, and if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes here. You may notice just how hard it is to be still. You may notice that your breath is short, maybe even a little shallow, and just see if you can slowly begin to invite that breath to have a little more depth, perhaps by elongating the inhale and lengthening the exhale. Again, just taking a moment to notice what it feels like as you show up here today. Because we're really here gathered to move in a way that feels true. To start to deepen our relationship, or continue to deepen our relationship with that sensation of moving in a purposeful way, moving with intention, and creating this relationship with the brain and the body that feels supportive. So you're moving in a way on the mat and off the mat that feels like you're working for yourself rather than against. And of course, I'm so honored to be here with you to support you and move with you through this journey. Relax your shoulders, tuck your chin slightly. Now draw your navel in and up just a bit to encourage more length in the spine, perhaps a gentle lift in your heart. we'll get into the how a little bit later this week, but just notice how you bring the palms together here. So I'll invite you to bring the palms together. And palm to palm, again, we lift the chest up as you take a deep breath in. And now a nice and active breath as you exhale, really dropping the shoulders down away from the ears. Gently bow your head to your heart. Feel this stretch in the back of the neck. Again, eyes closed here, or maybe just a soft gaze. And just take a moment here to set a little intention. Maybe you finish the sentence, I am here because, or maybe you quietly repeat the affirmation to yourself, I am here, because that is enough. Take a deep breath in. Get a nice active breath out here. And then we'll keep that nice deep breath going. That's yours to play with. Remember, the breath always comes first. Let the movement come from the breath. You can open your eyes if you haven't already. We'll release the hands, bring them to the tops of the knees. And we're gonna inhale, smooth the heart forward, just moving in a gentle circle here. Exhale, take the chest back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. Now reverse your circle. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. Continue to notice how you feel here on your mat today. So maybe letting go of any expectations for how this should feel or how this is supposed to go. And also letting go of any previous experiences maybe. Sometimes we come to the mat thinking we know what we need and we forget to be really present with the current sensation. So this presence will help us in kind of looking at how the brain and the body speak with one another and just how hardwired some of our patterns are. Okay, bring the head over the heart over the pelvis. We're gonna take the hands forward, hi Benji, and come into tabletop position. Spread the fingertips wide. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders, and then we might even turn the wrists and the hands just a little bit out externally. So the elbow creases are pointing a little bit forward. Benji is already super zen. He's really chilled today. Press into the tops of the feet. Your knees are underneath your hip points. And let's go right into it. Drop the belly, inhale, open the chest, look forward. Press into your knuckles. Good, exhale, press into the tops of the feet, round through the spine, chin to chest, navel draws up towards the spine, we round. Good, and inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward, claw through the fingertips, and exhale, round through. Now start to really sync up with your breath and find a pace that feels good for you. So maybe today it feels good to move really slow. Maybe you start to find a bit of a rhythm with your breath. And then on your next inhale, bring it back to a nice neutral spine. We're gonna take the left fingertips, left palm, and just turn them out and then maybe in. You might stop at out if you're like, okay, that's enough for me, that's a good enough stretch. Otherwise, we'll work in time to bring the fingertips in towards the left knee. And then nice and easy, we're gonna take a gentle circle one way and then the other. Remember to always peek at me when you need to, but know that I am here putting a lot of love and intention into guiding you with the sound of my voice so you don't have to have your eyeballs glued to the screen. And then release the left hand, and we'll do the same thing with the right hand, turning the right fingertips to the right edge of the mat. You can stop there, or maybe all the way in towards your right knee. And then nice and easy, keep breathing here as we move gently in a small circle one way. And then the other, just stretching through the palm, the fingers, the wrists, and the arms. Good, then we'll release that, come back to that nice tabletop position. So draw your navel up to your spine here to lengthen the low back. Then if the head is dropped, no problem. Imagine a string pulling you forward so that your neck is nice and long. And if you've been practicing for a long time, you can always refine this sensibility of kind of knowing when the crown to tail is integrated and connected. And it's okay to honor, in fact, it's more than okay, you should honor the natural curvatures of the spine, but we're just creating this attention and awareness of the spine. It's gonna help us move throughout the whole asana practice in a way that feels safe and stable. It will also probably improve your posture just after a couple days. So we're drawing the navel in, we're lengthening through the neck. And then just to play with this tabletop position a bit, this is optional, but we'll curl the toes under, inhale in, and exhale, exaggerate that lift of the navel to the spine as you lift your knees and hover here, hovering tabletop. Breathe deep, inhaling in and exhaling out. Again, inhaling in, filling the lungs with air. And exhaling out. You might start to shake here rigorously, even one more breath cycle. You got this, stick with it. Inhale in. And exhale, release the knees. Keep the toes curled under. You're gonna sit back onto the heels. And we're just gonna interlace the fingertips here and nice and easy, create a little wave, just a little wrist relief. I want you to know some of these things right away so that you know they're available to you anytime when you need to take a break or when you just need to practice listening to your body by responding in a different way other than maybe what I am showing or inviting us to do on the video. All right, give it a good shake. Hands come forward. When you're ready, take a deep breath in, spread the fingertips. I'm gonna be working around my my actual downward dog's pause here, but when you're ready, send the hips up high, nice and slow. Downward facing dog. Claw through the fingertips. Bend your knees. You're gonna pedal it out here, nice and slow. Stretching through the feet. The ankles. Breathe deep, the calves, get a nice stretch through the backs of the knees. Find support by clawing through your fingertips, taking pressure out of the wrists as we continue to pedal it out here, stretching through the hamstrings. Breathe deep. Maybe hips move a little side to side. You feel it through the hips and those strong glute muscles that are only gonna get stronger as we move here together on this journey. And then draw your navel in and up. Feel that lengthening through the low back. So we're not dumping our front body to the ground here in this downward dog. Quite the contrary, we're finding support through the front body by connecting through those core muscles, hugging those low ribs in, keeping the chest nice and wide. So the hands are nice and wide to assist you with that. And then just come into stillness in the low body and take a second here to gently move the head, maybe nodding the head a little yes and a little no, so that you can check in and notice if you're holding the neck up. Now bring everything to stillness and let the breath move you. We'll take a big, deep inhale in together and exhale together. Nice. Then from here, bend your knees. Listen carefully, draw your navel up, and we're gonna walk this puppy out to a plank on day one. Walk it out to a plank. Lower your knees here for your plank if you like. Otherwise, keep them lifted and really reach the heels towards the back edge of the mat. Good. Inhale in here, look forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Try to keep them hugging into your side body as you lower down. It's okay if you belly flop here, especially in the first week. And then drag the hands in line with the shoulders. Press into the tops of the feet. Press down through your pubic bone. So we're basically finding our foundation here as we squeeze the elbows. Nice gentle lift here as you inhale, cobra. Now keep the skin of the face soft. Use your foundation here in this gentle back bend. So press into the earth. And then breathe into your belly and feel the movement that that breath creates. Here we go. Inhale. And then use the exhale to guide it back down. Awesome. Curl the toes under, press up to all fours, and then send it back. We're going to bring the toes together, send the hips back towards the heels. Child's pose. I want you to make sure you know this one. This is a great place to come to when you want to slow it down and take a moment maybe to just be with your breath or be with your emotion. You can come here at any time. I love this. This is like a little love cave in my mind. Press into the tops of the feet, press into the hands. Let's bring it back up to that tabletop position. Every time we come to this neutral spine, you get an opportunity to kind of reset and find your core, find that integrity of the crown of the head reaching forward, the awareness of the tailbone. And then let's lift it up to plank or half plank. And then back up to downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale lots of love in. You're here. We're doing this. Hardest part is over. Exhale lots of love out. Great. Nice foundation in the hands here. Pressing through the fingertips, the knuckles. We're going to anchor through the left heel strong. As you inhale, lift the right leg up high. Three-legged dog. Good. Bend your right knee. Stack your right hip over your left hip by opening your right knee up and towards the ceiling or the sky. Good. Then we'll work to square the shoulders here in time. But just for today, you can explore here, just feeling it out. Maybe this is the first time you've ever done this, three-legged dog, opening up like this. Breathe deep. Remember, the breath is your anchor. Good. Now we'll straighten the right leg out. Three-legged dog. Take a deep breath in. Lift your right heel just a bit. Activate the glute. And then slowly, steadily, we're going to sweep the right foot all the way up and forward into a lunge. Lower your left knee to the ground. Loop the shoulders forward, up and back. And if you like, you can keep the fingertips on the ground if this is really intense for you. Maybe this is the first time your body's done this in a long time, or maybe ever in your adult life. So stay nice and low. Honor that beautiful moment that you're here for today. But there is an option to pull the right hip crease back and inhale, lift the hands together, heart lifts up. And then maybe we roll the shoulders back again, everybody. Maybe we take the chin to the chest and then lift the chin to the sky. Good, slowly release. We'll all come back together here. We'll lift the back knee, and on a big inhale, you're gonna press away from the mat with your left hand as you reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. Big twist. Inhale, pull the right hip crease back, reach the left heel towards the front edge of the mat. Front knee is over the front ankle here. You got this. Big breath into all four sides of the torso. Good, wiggle the right fingertips, and then on your exhale, slowly guide the right hand back down to the ground. Good, lower the left knee. Then we're gonna straighten the right leg, pull the right hip crease back. Inhale in, and then exhale, bend your right knee. Find this beautiful stretch here. Feel the connection from the foot to the ankle, to the knee, to the hip. Nice, and then we'll roll it all the way through. Lift the back knee, step the right toes back, and then send the hips up high, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, anchor through the right heel, lift the left leg up high. Three-legged dog, press into both palms evenly. When you're ready, bend the left knee, stack the hips, feel that big stretch. Press away from your yoga mat, so you're pushing away from the earth. And if you're shaking here, you're trembling, you're getting discouraged, This is what we're here for, checking in, building strength. Find that presence. Let your breath serve as your willpower. You got this. And then straighten the left leg. You got this. Inhale, lift the left heel up just a bit. Activate the glute. Good. And then slowly sweeping it forward, lowering the right knee. Front knee is pretty much always over this front ankle. So careful not to go too far. There are instances maybe later on in the practice where we can do that, but mostly for this journey, we're going to be here. All right. And then you're staying nice and low. Maybe you're walking that right knee back if you need a bigger stretch here. An option to bring the palms together. Find your core muscles here, lifting up from the pelvic floor maybe. You got this. All right. Dropping the chin to the chest. Strong legs, strong base. Building everything from the ground up and then looking up, chin to sky. You got this. Honoring the breath. So if you stop breathing due to something that I've cued, maybe you take a step back and find your breath again. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and slowly release the hands back to the mat. Here comes our twist. So lift the right knee, reach the right heel back. Pull the left hip crease back, press away from your yoga mat with your right hand, and then inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Front knee over front ankle, strong legs here. Breathe into your belly. Big twist here. Lengthening through the neck so the right ear is not dropped. We are remembering that length, that integrity in the spine. Inhale, reach the left fingertips, wiggle them, and then exhale, slow and steady, guide it back. Awesome. Right knee comes to the ground. We'll straighten through the left leg. You can even peel your left hip crease back with your left thumb just to get a feel. And then bend your left knee and breathe here, a couple breaths. So the movement and the experience is really coming from the breath, right? It's a little bit challenging to catch up with the things I love the most about yoga if you're layering the breath in last. So try to start with the breath here, especially on day one. And if you've been practicing for a bit, this is a great opportunity to refine, to kind of come back and find more depth of breath as you initiate movements. And soften, of course. Okay, here we go, rolling through. Back knee lifts, plant the palms, step the left foot back, plank pose. Inhale in, exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's move with the breath. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, bring it forward. Lower the back knee down. And inhale, reach both fingertips forward, up and back. Beautiful. Big breath in here. Exhale to bring it back down. Pull the right hip crease back, straighten the front leg. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring it back to your lunge. Good. Plant the palms, step it right back to downward facing dog. Sorry, Benji. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Lower the right knee. Here we go. Squeezing your thighs towards the midline. As you inhale, sweep the fingertips up toward the sky. And exhale, bring it down. Send the hips back, straighten the front leg. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, rolling through the left foot. Excellent. Plant the palms, step it back to plank. Inhale in, exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale for your cobra. Nice and slow. And exhale, release. Beautiful. All right, from here, you're just gonna come onto your elbows, shift your hips to one side, and we're gonna roll onto our backs. Yay. When you get there, hug your knees into your chest. And then rock gently side to side as you maybe snuggle your shoulder blades down and underneath you. And if you're like, what does that mean? Just create a little space between your shoulders and your ears. All right, then find stillness here. You can hold on to the knees here or the shins, or even hold on to your pant leg. So find what feels good. And then take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, just lift the head, the neck, the shoulders up. So you're in your version here, squeezing, feeling that contraction in the core muscles. Tomorrow we will fire them up a bit more, but don't be afraid. And then slowly release that. We're gonna walk the feet, bring them down. Just walk them to the outer edge of your mat and just windshield wiper the knees one way and then the other. And then you can allow the knees to come in, just kind of knock together. So you can rest your legs, they can touch, or you can extend the legs out long, so your choice. Or you can even bring the soles of the feet together to end in a little reclined cobbler's pose. So find a shape that feels great for you to end in today. And I would like to invite all of us to bring our hands onto our bodies. So bring your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart. And close your eyes, and right away take a deep breath in. Feel how that inhale can move you, and it can change you. And same with exhale, feel how it can move you and how it can transform you. Continue to feel your breath here for just a moment. Maybe inviting in some gratitude, really for you. You're here. We've already begun. Day one is practically in the books. I almost said that like I had an accent, in the books. I don't know what accent, but it's such an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to embark on this journey with you. I have a lot of fun things in store. The hardest part is getting here. So keep that in mind. Be kind to yourself. And please, with all the love, keep showing up. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. And we'll bring the palms together if you like. Bring the thumbs right up to the forehead. Right up to this area where we see things, and just keep an open mind as you move throughout the rest of your day. Thank you again. I'll see you here tomorrow. Till then, one last breath. Inhale, lots of love in, and lots of love out. And the invitation, if you like, to whisper thank you or namaste.